I greet you, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. Akpan Asoko, Biafran Republic government in exile, has something to say. And we are projecting from Biafran Radical Freedom TV. Please, do good to inform others that we are here live. Thank you. Help us to share in different platforms that we are here live and direct. They say, they share, they say your name, they say nothing they happen. But then they say, they play, they show. They say, they play, they show. My Simon Ekpa, they do Nigerian states. They do them. Make them know that. Make them understand. Say, Pharaoh no fit holds our people again. I want to start by showing you some things. So it will be interactive for those who want to participate. Please do us good to tell others that we are here. Like it so that others will also get the notifications. Now look at what is happening in Abia before we enter into the... this is happening in Abia right now from the PM, our Biafran Republic government in exile. This is it. This is what Nigerian army said. The troops of the Operation Udoka conducts clearance raid operations at Iburu Forest in Abia State and neutralize 6. In order to apprehend the perpetrators of the attack on our own troops, 3 out of those killed from the southeast at Aba last week, as well as recover arms and so on. And our PM said, please disclaimer YouTube, we are not talking about anything violent here. We are discussing as Omonna. It's about our freedom, about our well-being. Thank you. Now, you must neutralize 6. You neutralize 6 people. And you recover 10 guns. They used to fire at you. I am waiting the day you will make any post about Biafra, the Biafran Liberation Army, or Biafran resistant fighters. You go to the people that are unarmed or those who are using den gun and not well equipped because of their greed and their always claims. They want to hold on to, they want to claim leadership, command and control. They have nothing, they just want to be relevant. Say, anytime when we say una don't mature, we una make una do the video. Say una get down our men. Say he go kick off una. Please, YouTube, we are not talking about killing human being. Please, we are not talking about human being here. We are discussing on a very important thing about our existence. Okay, now let's continue. Then I will have to show you what they are talking about. Some of you who are in various platforms, you would have seen this. Aha. So does this in any way look like what our men are using? Of course not. It's not. This doesn't have to do with our men. So our PM is trying to tell them that no matter what they try, say you go wolf, you go nama for them anytime they are able to enter our food. Say no be people where they carry den gun and banana, they show. They just be like that our brother where they go do fixtures equipment. Oji, who is always acting drama in the name of fighting for the Biafran National Guard. Okay, that's not what we are here for now. Now you see, look at what Tinubu was saying before. I want to tell us I have a lot of things to display here, but I am coming out small. Let me lay foundation. Okay, now this is what. No, I'm not going to their own yet. I will still bring it. Let me go to what Tinubu. Yes. This is what Tinubu was saying. 2017, when our leader, our supreme leader, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, was there, when he was out doing his work. See what Tinubu and a lot of other politicians in Nigeria were saying things like this. And I will also relate to you what is happening today now again. For those people who are working for command and control, come here so that when you want gossip, you know what you want to gossip. This is what Tinubu was saying. Now you ask yourself, why did Tinubu suddenly change from saying those things that he was once saying? Biafra, don't condemn IPOB. Tinubu was telling other Nigerians. You remember, this was the time their APC government was still in office, in government. 2017, this is normal official newspaper. The National Leader of Progressive Congress, APC, and former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has said Nigerians should not condemn, but listen and understand the agitation by the indigenous people of Biafra. This was said by Tinubu. Now, the question is, why is it that today Tinubu, even when he was even coming into the election, or those selection they call the election, now when he was coming, he said he will release Martin Nnamdi Kanu to appease the Igbos. Then immediately he came on board. He now was seeing almost a non-existing body that would even, give any kind of tension. It was like so the IPOB, it was already a bundle of, beggars, hungry people who are always flantering around politicians. So people who are like hungry people now coming to, take food that fall from your table. How can you now begin to take them serious? He already saw that those people that are supposed to, that were fronting themselves as the leaders of the IPOB, who were supposed to, then he felt that the purpose of getting Martin Nnamdi Kanu, kidnapping him, has been achieved. So there wasn't any need, bothering himself with continuing with the release or talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this is what your DOS did. This is what your DOS succeeded in doing. They came and killed the morale of men. They killed the way people, please YouTube, when we hear us talking kill, we are not talking about killing human beings. We are talking about killing morale. So please, that is disclaimer. Now, they came to, everybody, now the heart of everybody that was, agitated, that was, as it was boiling in the heart of everybody, they just came to pour ice water, cold water, ice block. That is your DOS. Why? Because politicians are giving them cheap, small money. Don't worry, I think I am loaded to tell you something this day. Omo Chineke! If una dey say, make una say hey for the comment section. Omo Chineke! Ayanokuya. I won't hear una for comment section. Shebi we dey. We must continue moving the ministry. We must continue propagating the gospel of truth, the gospel of restoration, the gospel of survival, and the gospel of well-being. Ozioma Chineke n'elu ụwa. Now, when another man surfaced, you hear he said this in 2017. Now, all through, you remember, there was battle. They were still fighting throughout the capture of Onyendu. Now they were now struggling so hard to be the only cock that crows. They want to be the voice that is heard, because they are the ones that arranged for the kidnap of Onyendu to survive. They have gotten the money. Then they want to now advance their political interest under the Nigerian platform. I will still play a video here for you to understand what I'm saying very well. Now, Simon Ekpa is in charge today. They say on ML, they say they happen. Nothing they happen. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, Biafran Republic government in exile. Now he replies the Nigerian army over the claim of their successful, which there is no success anyway. Now, today, the army is feeling the heat. Check all the national TV. I have watched severally under Arise TV channels, and most often in Tinubu's own television, that is TVC, where they were discussing about how the Nigerian army population has been going down by Ifaneme. Then, in fact, Jide was so very open this time to say, nah, this guy too much. Yeah, his men carry too much. And about Holanda, also Nile and Kendara, Obodo, Nigeria. Now, they need to recruit. That is what they have discussed severally. Now, it's not because of Baba, no. The vibrance, the feeling, the impact of the agitation, the impact is not about wanting to be leader, just taking a name. You want to be a public relation officer without office. Just want to be recognized. You just want to... The other day, China Sangwa slave was showing envy. Every time, Onyen do. Prophet. No, you see that word of envy. He couldn't hold the bile of envy, the bitterness in him towards our leader, supreme leader. Then he felt when they do away with him, they will take charge. And then their political interest, they projected the Karuwite into politics. They were projecting themselves. That even on Kurumiru Uruago, that one that doesn't even know his left from his right, is even coming boldly to tell you he has political interests under Nigeria. That is the people. Now, when the person that the Nkurumiru Uruago is working for, capital oil, he's working for, is a petty slave to the caliphate politicians. You see the way Ifanyoba prostrates to Fulani politicians. Now, the person that says he's the IPOB person that is supposed to be gallant is accepting to be an errand boy to the Ifanyoba, who is an errand boy to the Fulani politicians. How on earth will they take you serious? And you know very well that the front media warrior of the DOS is this Nkurumiru Uruago. Because of the kind of Nkurumiru work he's doing, Ifanyoba contract him on they call the Ibea, or they call the you know, the Sochia. Now, you see that the Nigerian state now began to see the IPOB as a collection of hungry charlatans. Very hungry charlatans. So when they see them cry, they say, oh, I know those boys are hungry again. So I give them, look for some small envelope. They will touch it and press. There is the one for Mieti Allah. There are different classes of envelope. Now, the list in their envelope is the one they give to the miscreants. Now, when they see that there is no movement to, you know, give them headache, there is no IPOB, because IPOB was literally dead before them. So it wasn't posing any threat to them again. But the man that God have sent, whom his supreme leader, his father, confirmed before the ordeal, which will still be reversed, said no. I cannot renege on this assignment from heaven. That is Simon Ekpa today. They tried everything to blackmail him today. There is no media house that is not talking about Simon Ekpa. There is no media house that wakes up and not talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Because the fire of agitation, everybody was literally forgetting Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody was, you know, his court case and everything, because it was in the hands of the sellers. Now, if you remember, there was something that surfaced sometime. I didn't know whether it leaked from Kanu Takanu. Yes, I think it leaked from Kanu Takanu. Where the chief judge, the Federal High Court, said, yes, at the Federal High Court, said that it was contradiction where the applicant, the person that is pushing for Nnamdi Kanu's legal counsel, was also part of the arrangement of bringing in of Nnamdi Kanu. You don't understand what I mean. Now, onye sore Nnamdi Kanu, so now onye na-abịa the for the litigation of in the favor of Nnamdi Kanu. So it's contradiction. So that was complicating the work for them. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu's file was thrown behind the desk, behind their seat, under their desk. Now, when you see that everything about the movement was already sold, but here comes Simon Ekpa, everybody began to cry. Oh, he's a criminal. He is a terrorist. Oh, he's a... Do you know that today as we speak, because Okwa Adigova, look at what is happening now. Makanoko the over. Oko the over. Please, YouTube, please give me the copyright permission to play from the AIT. I am not just a little thing to call them. Please, I'm not claiming ownership or originality to this work. Please, thank you. Yes, copyright. I am supposed to be now good to go. I am backed because I'm not claiming right to ownership. Just a few minutes or 2 minutes or less.
Nigeria's House of Representatives has passed through first reading a bill which seeks to alter the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to create a new state in the southeastern geopolitical zone of Nigeria known as Olu State to fulfill the agitation for additional state for the southeast. The proposed legislation, which is set for second reading, is sponsored by the lawmaker representing Idato North South Federal Constituency of Imo State, Ikenga Ugochire, and 15 other lawmakers. A draft bill made available to newsmen show that the amendment will see the insertion of a new paragraph immediately after Ondo State and before Osun State paragraph to read as follows. State Olu, the capital city Olu, local government.
Okay, I don't want to play it to the end so that I will keep to my words to the YouTube management. Now, you see that if you remember why the creation of all the states you hear today, because it was regional government before now. Nigerian state was regional government. Now, the creation of state by Yakubu Gowon was a product of the unity, the waking up of the former Eastern Nigeria. When they woke up, there was a very strong union they called Ohaneze Union then. So the Igbo people, wherever they existed, and their neighbors were unified. They were a very strong force and a strong voice. So this aided or helped them running around Ojuku to make that move in 1967 possible. Now, they found out that these people have become very strong. They can always say anything, and the Fulani cannot stand it. So coming in with the state ideology was to get us divided under the same approach of the British state, which was targeted at dividing indigenous people they met, so that they will be able to permeate, to enter them. They go fit enter them well, administer over us. Now, waiting make they come bring that the creation of state. So we know now somebody today will say, oh, somebody that his name is Chikeze Ezani in Delta State. Now will tell you today, I am not Igbo. Make una they do nothing, they go. And my brothers in my own state are quite here. When you ask them, that is why I am always very bold to answer this name, Akpan Asoko, and still speak Igbo very well. So that you will understand that you are Igbo Nyeri. When you know your name, you know your tradition, you know the Inabamang, in a Rigi, Afagibe Emeka, Afagibe Okoye, Otisa Nuayo Tundi. Then, because the Fulani have come to create a state, and no more you seeing yourself as the one Eastern Nigeria, then you are no more one. And you are always coming out to claim, calling them Aboki, when they are even far away ahead of you. I'm not going into that to avoid distraction. Now, you see that the creation of state they are talking about now is a product of the good work of Master Simon Ekpa, which have lauded the freedom fight, which has projected the Biafran agitation, attracted international media. The first time American government is coming out as a government to talk about Biafra. The American parliament telling Nigeria how their displeasure, registering and reminding them even the End SARS program that was sabotaged, where they buyed their own populace. If you followed what is development today, Prince Charles says something to Nigeria, but he didn't come out very plain. Prince Charles, I don't know how many of you that are on current. If you are online here, you are current, can you please tell the viewers here what Prince Charles said? Maybe if you have the clip, you can bring it forward. He said that the leaders today should be careful, or governments should be careful not to allow tyranny. Because every people have their freedom, have their rights, and this right must not be subjugated, must not be suppressed. So now, you can see that everybody is talking about, let's listen to these people. These people have been really subjected to suffering, to poverty, to deprivations, and all that. Because Simon Ekpa has continued with that ladder frequency of our supreme leader. Not people who want to talk politics, you want to talk Nigerian politics, and you want to talk freedom. You want to go and do election, and you want to talk freedom. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was explicit. He was very straightforward to addressing that. He said, all of you who do this, ndị DOS zukokwanu here. DOS are wise. Kebo no. Come here. Zukono. DOS are wise. Zukono here. Kedebe the wisdom of DOS no bikono. The wisdom of betrayers. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if you are identifying with Nigerian politicians like China Sanwa Slave, Chika Dozier, and the rest of them, if you are identifying with Nigerian politicians, you should stop deceiving yourself. You must serve one God. Now they can't use the word God. You must serve one God. If it is a God that believes in the freedom of oppressed people, stand for it. If it is the kind of God that believes in the confusion and oppressing the ordinary people, stand for it. No problem. That is your faith. And we are not using gun to force anybody into joining our freedom fight. Rather, we are using truth to destroy the enemy, like he promised. He is going to use truth, and the truth we are using, and you see the enemy is destroyed as the people are coming into the consciousness world, where they are now beginning to know, after all, it has been against the ordinary people, this thing they call a country. And we don't want to remain in it. It is a contraption. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, you can see what how Caro White is fighting very strong to come to the limelight. Caro White have pushed Chika Dozier into coming to act drama. They want to just tell the Biafran people, yes, the way they declare Simon wanted is the way they declare me wanted. They are pushing up a case now in Owerri. They are pushing up one case in Owerri. You can see it here. I don't know how many of you that have come across this. That is Caro White. Caro White is he's using Chika Dozier hat to shine. He's using Chika Dozier hat to shine. Oh. IPOB Chief sues minister alleging unlawful detention. A federal high court sitting in Owerri, Imo State capital, has commenced proceedings in a fundamental human rights enforcement search filed by the head of the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Chika Adozie had in a suit number FHC/OW/FHRO/29/2024 dragged the Chief of Defense Staff and the Minister of Defense to court, challenging his unlawful and illegal declaration as a wanted person. IPOB's lead counsel, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in a statement on Friday said the court, I don't stop, it don't reach where I want. The IPOB lead counsel, that is the only thing where they sweet them. They want to be hearing IPOB, the leadership of IPOB lead counsel. They don't want make anybody forget that name. The leadership of IPOB. Now I want to ask you, is it IPOB of Mpage or IPOB of Magi that you are superintending over? Fellow Biafrans, in case you are still listening to the Uzum there, please come to your consciousness, because you are in a wrong place. IPOB is founded by our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sacked this individual that is still parading himself as the lead counsel. He is sacked as Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, sacked as IPOB lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu is not in DSS facility because of he is Nnamdi Kanu, or because of he is the son of Israel Oku Kanu, his Royal Highness, the King of Afaruku, the late. He is there in the capacity of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. So now, anything that has to do with indigenous people of Biafra, he is the Odesiogo authority. And the Odesiogo authority have said that the person that must be followed henceforth, yes, when he created DOS, he said DOS is the highest authority after him. Now, when he founded Simon Ekpa, he then said everybody, so that these people, because they started following me earlier on, should not be, let it not be twisted. Going forward, follow Simon Ekpa. Follow him, share whatever he is doing. He is a person now going forward that will take us to where we are going. Now, as he was kidnapped in the arrangement of this Indosian about DOS, he is there now, telling them what to do. Then these people have to rush quickly to go and sack all the coordinators that he, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that created the IPOB that they are all working in. They are supposed to be working in. They went to sack all the coordinators. Onyendu even said, okay, you have done this. If you go Makanisi mayor, okay, I am now commanding you to go and reinstate them back. They said no. Rather, they went to go and gather the other bunch of criminals Onyendu sacked. Do you get it? They sacked the ones that Onyendu said they are the good ones he wants to work. They sacked them. Then employed the ones that Onyendu sacked. Can you get it? That is why you see an Miri King Kong. That Wala boy in Mozambique. And because of too much Miri, and he used Ego Gana Raramara, Omoaya Jadunine that will be within this August vicinity. Mgongo ha otala haneku. Okopiala henine. What is the that is why sometimes you see him with earring here, you see here, you will see here. Somebody that is projecting, that is supposed to be in the leadership of a freedom movement, is the one that dresses in that manner, talks in that manner, anyhow he like he talks. Sacked by our supreme leader, re-employed by DOS criminals. And today, these DOS criminals are pointing at the fact that Nigerian government that the police, they recognize the fact that the people that were sacked by the previous Nigerian government as criminal police officers, that and sacked and dismissed from Nigerian police, that they were recontracted back by Buhari. They had the boldness to talk about it. When this is the same thing they did, let's not go there. I happy they went to Nigerian issues. We're talking Biafra. We're talking freedom. We are talking the freedom of oppressed people. The generation that have the golden egg of God are waiting to be hatched for there to be freedom of man, the people of God on earth. Now, today, they help to see how they will bury the struggle, and somebody have come to revive it, as according to the prophecy of the prophet, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are now getting agitated because they still want to see how they can quench the fire in Simon Ekpa. That is why they have done everything. They have gone to even contract some former DSS bosses to come and be giving some statement that Simon Ekpa will now take challenge. Oh, if you say you're a strong man, come back to Nigeria now. That we are not, it's not new thing to us. When you were busy coming back to Nigeria every now and then, was it not your spokesperson, advocate, that told us? He broke the news. He said, you are coming, no. If Simon Ekpa say he's strong, make it come true. Make we know who be your guy for this. Because this one already said I am bold to say I am a Nigerian politician. Then if you're a Nigerian politician, you are a member of the DOS, why are you people still deceiving the people? Pay dues, pay this one, contribution, toego, in the name of IPOB. What is IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, who are seeking for freedom? And you are still identified with the camp of Nigerian politicians. The guy have come to tell us that you all, DOS, are into the Nigerian politics. So, and our supreme leader told us that anybody who is doing this is not with him. And we have heard it. So why do you think you can still deceive us too? He deceive Ondos, he deceive Ukwanyewa. Look at it, everywhere is shaking. Everybody is calling Simon Ekpa, Butuo, Kodiova. And you, all you got to say, okay, look at even the Nigerian army themselves. See what they yarn now. This video, they don't trend for like 3 weeks now. And then they talk. They say, who Mazi na Banaka na you know, they. But thank God say they come out there alive. Now then they talk. For some of you now, where una no be DOS, una no even support IPOB, now only obedient you because your anger that obedient was not supported by Simon Ekpa. How on earth do you want to be talking freedom and you are talking election, then when you fail election you talk freedom? Iwonyala in Angwife. In Angwife, are you the first person be don't go be fair? Are you the first person go by fair? If a good fair, one ibutu more because some going to be do because of Baba John Koto. People now banana fair. But so when you buy something, one name maintain or coordinate your way. Look at Ndefulefu. Look at what they are saying. Okay, now this video will draw us closer to the end of this particular program so that we talk about the next thing. Now, these people are Biafrans. This Ndami now that are happy that they are safe, that they did not buy on the account of going to confront Simon Ekpa's men, that is Biafran Liberation Army. And they are coming out to thank God that they came out alive. But they are also jubilating that Hajekwari Obodo. Now, when you hear the Hajekwari Obodo, they went to Igbo community. They went to Biafran community to go and unleash terror and they are happy. And they are using the slang. They are happy trigger boys. Obodo. Obodo money. The innocent people now. And that was Imo State. And you are coming out, you are happy. And you know that you might not be lucky next time when you go there, because the real people will come out there to meet you. When they deal with you, you will go to the community where you have helpless civilians. And you go there and carry a low bodo. And now you come to give the testimony in social media. And you expect me the bully you, you go meet your Waterloo very soon. Continue. Obi Kubana, Peter Obi, Peter Mba. 3 of you. Obi Kubana, sorry, my brother, it's not you. Your boy, Afonsi, I'm talking about your boy, Afonsi, that if he is not careful, he will be in the position of Asari Dokubo. Obi Kubana, my brother, sorry, even though I won't fake as a male, but me, from my own personal view, you're not a bad man. You are doing your thing. It is better you are doing your thing than coming to fight against your own people. At least you remain mute. Your only problem will be that you are not supporting us. So your own is okay, better than this Ndoshi. Peter Obi, I have a program for you and all your likes. So as I end this one, I'm entering to your own. Mobiafra, I'll do the loan. Let me check if there is anything I have not. Please help us to share this broadcast even after it has ended. Help us share it. Yes, in a nutshell, we were able to say this. We were able to say this, and you heard it as we said it. See what we were able to say. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, he replied, the Nigerian army, yes, we said this, and Nigerian army responding to the fact that there is now an agitation. Before today, when our Supreme Leader was there was this feeling of a real agitation. When our leader was sold, our Supreme Leader was sold by the people around him, they called the US today, that the Nigerian government was feeling the heat, feeling the impact. They were trying to see how they calm the agitation. That was even why they have to spend the kind of billions of dollars they have spent to compromise different global institutions and different nations of the world. They did that because the agitation was on fire. These ones that sold him then were playing their own part of the card while they were paid to calm the agitation and make it irrelevant, and nobody will talk about it, and the leader that is kidnapped again. They were disappointed. The man who came as a product of prophecy, Simon Ekpa, remained even more brutal. He became even more brutal than he was, and he was doing his work with due diligence till today. That is why there is now cry. Nigerian government want to now use new state to bribe the Biafran people, Southeast especially, the way they call Southeast. Now use new state, use regional government. Look at the regional governments now Tinubu was talking about. They are now talking about regional government. While the lower house, the Green Chamber, are talking about creation of new states in the Southeast, the Tinubu himself is talking about a regional governance. As we are returning back to regional governance. So at this point, you can see that Ifaneme, they see need. They are beginning to see need to compromise the people or to appeal to the conscience of the agitated, the Biafran people, by trying to bring in policies and programs that will make them feel among, make them have the Obinonoko. Okay, thank you. As we go in for the next program, I want to beg you to share this I want to beg you to like it. I want to beg you to subscribe if you have not. Please, if you have subscribed, but don't go close to that subscription again, because if you have. But if you have not, please do subscribe. Thank you and remain blessed. Ekpa from Biafran Radical Freedom TV. We are going to meet soonest.